A girl had finished her exam, but was racing against time to memorize her answers. After collecting her answer sheets, she immediately rushed to the restroom and took out her hidden cell phone. She then sent the answers she had just memorized to the other students. The students who received the answers immediately took action. They recorded the answers in the form of barcodes on pencils. Soon after, the pencils with the hidden answers were ready. It turned out that the day before the girl had discovered that there was an 8-hour time difference between the time abroad and her local time. She realized that she could take advantage of this time difference to sell the answers to other students. The girl then began the next exam. This time, there were more questions than before. She again struggled to memorize the answers. After the exam was over, she rushed to the restroom, but someone was already inside, so she could only wait anxiously. After waiting for a long time, she finally got in. But as soon as she took out her phone, there was a knock on the door. The girl was helpless and forced to hide her phone. As she left, a female proctor asked her to immediately return to the exam room. However, as she was about to leave, she saw the proctor enter the restroom. Luckily, the girl had already managed to retrieve her phone. She hid it in the water dispenser and returned to the exam room. The pressure within her was growing. She hadn't had time to send the answers to the previous exam. Her body was shaking uncontrollably. After calming herself down, she immediately wrote down her answers first. However, this time she had to memorize the answers to 2 exams at once. After thinking for a moment, she came up with a trick. She tried to memorize the answers, using the movement of her fingers like playing the piano. Finally she managed to memorize everything, but the students abroad were almost starting their exams, so the girl had to leave the exam room early to send her answers. Then she took a reckless idea. She decided to stab her own throat with a pencil to pretend to be sick. The next second she left the exam room with the excuse of feeling unwell. Once outside she immediately took her cell phone back, and started sending answers while walking. Suddenly she accidentally dropped her cell phone. What do you think the fate of the other students would be like without the answers from this genius girl? Comment below.